Hey, this is the Spectre. I'm DS Yoxheimer. I'm reacting. This is a reaction video. It's a reaction to, I was watching a lot of shit about Amy Schumer's last Netflix special. It got 1 star. I'd seen it. And there's just a lot of just very, and it's people that didn't like her much in the first place, I don't think. Anyway, trashing her and just going on about how her act was just about being a slut and I guess a feminist. I don't know. I didn't really get that from watching it. I mean, I saw it. It was the leather special, and I kind of watched it and didn't really think about it too much or react to it a whole lot. I didn't. I mean, it wasn't. I liked her earlier special. I think one of her first comedy or her first Comedy Central special I liked. She was really funny, and her show for the most part I've liked. I saw Trainwreck. It was funny. It was nothing like over the top, like wow, this is just the best comedy ever made or anything like that. But it was a decent movie. It wasn't like certainly not worth trashing. It wasn't great. It was sort of, I mean, she's a comedian playing a version of herself in a film. And I think that's really what it was. I don't think it intended on being anything more. So that's kind of how I took that film. But yeah, the Amy Schumer, I think, thinks that I don't know, it was alt-right or somebody like that, voted her down to 1 star on Netflix or whatever. And a lot of people probably just didn't. I could see why a lot of people didn't like it. I don't know. But I don't know how many times people have watched it on Netflix though either. That would be something to look at too. But to me, the bigger thing for me is this: it doesn't matter. It's like last year with the all-female Ghostbusters movie. It was something that didn't matter. They took Ghostbusters all of a sudden, something no one really had been talking about, the old film from 1984, and which was a good movie at the time. It was kind of a comedy classic, and suddenly it became Citizen fucking Kane, and this all female Ghostbusters film was shitting all over its legacy, and it was fucking ridiculous. And I think this is just something that is fueled by the internet, because it allows a lot of people to espouse their opinions and criticize something and make something out of nothing, which we do often in this country. And the all-female Ghostbusters movie was not worth making anything of. It was just a movie. It was gonna come out. People were gonna forget about it in a year. Actually, it probably gave it more publicity to bash it. But I saw it. It wasn't a good movie. I mean, it was like, okay, it wasn't a good movie. They weren't supposed to really make. I mean, nobody asked for a reboot of the Ghostbusters film. I mean, the sequel with the original cast in, I think it was 1989, wasn't really all that great. And they stopped making them. And the super fans of Ghostbusters wanted to make a third installment. When they had basically, in the first film, the first film told the story of the Ghostbusters pretty much. I mean, yeah, they could have continued that story. Maybe they needed a better script. Maybe if they didn't have a big orange cat in their lap. Interrupting my video. It's Mika. But yeah, that's pretty much what this Amy Schumer business is. It's just another instance where they're taking something and they're politicizing it in some way, shape, or form when it's just a comedy special. And it's not that good of a comedy special. And the Ghostbusters reboot movie, which even if it was all men, we knew wasn't going to be all that great, did we? So let's just, that's why it was bad, because it was just this, the studio and the Hollywood system and all that bullshit, turning out a shitty script and thinking they can put, 4 or 5 well-known comedic actresses in it and hoping it'll work. And it didn't. That's why. Young girls probably liked it, and if they enjoyed it, then that's something good that came out of it. But that's it. And Amy Schumer needs to maybe work on her act a little bit. That's all I would say about it. You know, she needs her act needs to evolve a little bit. That's the only real criticism I would have of it. But I have no hate for Amy Schumer, and I really don't have any hate for her special. If you didn't like it, you usually within the first few minutes of watching a comedy special, you realize this isn't my thing. Go scroll, go surf thousands of more choices on Netflix and enjoy your evening. So this has been D.S. Yoxheimer. This is another edition of The Spectre. If you like this channel, subscribe.